So one of my favorite memoirists is Danielle Ofri. She's a physician. She's been practicing at Bellevue Hospital in New York, I think, for all of her life. And I came to her through her debut memoir, Singular Intimacies, which is about her experience as a resident. And one of those chapters is called Merced, which is Spanish for mercy. What she experienced there was a real roller coaster where everybody thought she'd made this miraculous diagnosis of Lyme disease with this patient who had these very confusing symptoms. And there were all these accolades, and she was even featured at a kind of symposium or conference. She's going to receive an award. And then the test turned out to be a false positive, and her patient died for reasons that no one could explain. And maybe it was meningitis, but nobody had accomplished a definitive diagnosis. So in that essay, what she does is really play up her arrogance early on, diagnosing Lyme in the inner city, all the hubris that kind of came with this is the scientific way of doing things. And, she had been trained to have this kind of unflinching belief in her scientific acumen by the end of her residency. And then here was a patient who she failed. Science had nothing to offer in the end. The clock ran out and the patient died, and science didn't help ultimately. And so her faith that the intellect could conquer all just collapsed, and by the end of it, she's a humbled person. I mean, I think she even falls into the arms of her patient's family. They're
Right.
consoling her. So the power dynamics completely shift. She's not the one in charge. She's just a human being. And that sharp contrast between who she was at the beginning and who she is at the end is really powerful.